We start with an update on breaking news we've been following all afternoon long in downtown Dallas. Several streets blocked off, buildings placed on lockdown after police officers spotted something suspicious in a vehicle. The bomb squad called out. The robot, as you just saw a moment ago, called out as well. This was just outside the El Centro campus of Dallas College. Joining me here at the desk this afternoon, Jason Whiteley, with more on this breaking situation that we've been following all day. What can you tell us right now,
Jason, not really sure how much work actually got done in downtown Dallas today. A huge portion of downtown Dallas was essentially closed while police investigated this. People couldn't go on the streets. Traffic was closed. Even DART service was closed as well. But let's start with a map here to give you your bearings about where we are talking about here. This happened at the corner of Elm and Lamar, and this is the intersection with the Bank of America building, the tall green one, the tallest one in downtown Dallas, plus Dallas College's El Centro campus right across the street. Police cordoned off blocks in every direction, though, including the DART tracks, the West Transfer Station, the West End Station. A lot of places were closed to traffic, to pedestrians, all of this happening during the lunch hour. They even suspended that DART rail service nearby and the buses nearby, as we mentioned. Now let's go to the video here. Dallas police officers working downtown, they noticed that black Chevy Tahoe we saw a moment ago. It was parked in the crosswalk outside the college campus. That robot rolling up to it after police officers stopped to look inside. They saw something concerning, something that they told our senior crime and justice reporter, Rebecca Lopez. They called it sketchy inside. So to make sure everything was safe, they called in the bomb squad. It deployed that robot to peek inside that SUV while police kept their distance several blocks away. At one point, the robot was withdrawn and police sent in that bomb tech there wearing a heavy protective suit. We watched as the bomb tech checked the vehicle, started opening the doors, but either could not or decided not to open that rear hatch for whatever reason. And a few minutes later, anyone downtown could have heard that explosion you just saw there on your scene. The bomb tech was the one to set this small explosive on the outside of that Tahoe. He detonated it, he or she did, simply to open the back of the vehicle. And once inside, the police were able to determine that whatever was in that Chevy Tahoe that originally spooked officers, it was not a real threat after all, which is certainly the good news. But here's the deal, Jason. At the end of the day, we've talked about this. Police are on a heightened alert, not only in Dallas, but all across the country because of what's happening globally right now. The person who was in the Tahoe was detained, questioned, and apparently was rambling about a few things. So we're not sure if charges will be facing that individual or not, but clearly this was a situation we haven't seen in a long time. I can't remember the last time that Dallas police closed downtown Dallas during a busy weekday, during the lunch hour here. The last time I can remember was the evening of July 7th when that several police officers were shot. It actually happened on that same street at Elm and Lamar. So it's remarkable to see what we saw today.
And you think of all the business that got shut down and all of that, as you mentioned, in the middle of the day, lunchtime, maybe productivity had been happening in the morning. All of that came to a stop. Those buildings put on lockdown, people told to stay away. And again, this is right there at the tallest building in downtown Dallas, which hosts a lot of different companies, a lot of different offices there. So you can just imagine the disruption to work and to business that happened today because of this.
For several hours. And the people in those tall buildings all around it were no doubt watching out the window as Dallas police deployed the robot, deployed the guys in protective suits. It was a scene of drama. Fortunately, it turned out fine. There was nothing to it, but it just reiterates that police are on heightened alert right now with what is happening. And, honestly, the people we're talking to, lawmakers I'm talking to also say, this is not surprising considering what's happening.
More coverage as we go through the evening, of course, in our evening newscasts. A lot of unknowns still in this as well, like what was in that vehicle, what sparked the concern in the first place. Jason Whiteley, thank you for putting together that whole scene for us.